Hey guys, so welcome back. You might realize the quality's a little weird, but I wanted to do something goofy for my 1,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, finally hitting that goal. I didn't originally intend to do a skit, and I wrote down that I planned to do so, but I forgot to write down at night what the skit was and completely forgot it. Another thing I was going to do is show off and kind of show some of the things that I've done videos on or taken photos of or shown in general. We're actually using my first camera that I got. It's a Sony CyberShot. So I'm curious on where the video quality is because I didn't really use it for videos at all. Here is, oh boy, that framing is not what I thought it would be. I really should have just adjusted this beforehand. But yeah, here you've seen this in a lot of photos if you pay attention to the other social accounts. RIP the Facebook account. That's pretty much gone. I think I mentioned that in the previous update video. I picked this up thrifting at a local yard sale about 2 years ago. It was in pristine condition except for when I was leaving my car, it fell out of the car. So there's a dent here in the corner and a small scrape up here. Gotten a bit of photos with it. I've been trying to keep it clean. It is a little scrubbed up since I got it just because of all that, but it still works as far as as good as it can. If you live in North America, you know that there aren't really any radio frequencies or RF, VHF, UHF frequencies to show any kind of analog video in the US. I would have to get one of those local things to send out a signal myself. I don't have any current connections or funds to get one, so that's kind of put on the back burner. This, I made a short about it, I didn't really say much. Probably won't fit it all in frame. This is a Sony electronic sketchpad. I did a video about it, and I'm really happy about the amount of positive comments I got on where people just didn't quite remember what this is, or they rediscovered and had one of these as a kid. I'm hoping to get a hold of more of the My First Sony line, just because the goofy aesthetics of it being, watch out Floof, of it being like a child's product line for Sony, and then just the aesthetic of it in general, of the bright red and yellow and blue. I guess she's just going to help us with the video. There is My First Sony Walkman that I picked up for $1 in a yard sale about 2 years before that. I think this was 2021 or 2020. The last few years have blurred together. It does need a new belt. It was working for a bit, but without that belt, it's not going to be functioning right. I plan to get like a belt for it, do a simple video. I might do the repair, might have someone else do it because I have not had luck with those. I would do more repair videos if I haven't just had small mishaps, funding issues of getting proper equipment, the whatnot. And then, two friends of mine, grandmothers passed away. Their grandmother of theirs passed away, and they gave me this out of her collection. It is a WM8 Walkman. I have not kept up with Stranger Things, but I guess that has been in the show. So I've been having people rather interested in that. I'm not going to sell it. The belt unfortunately went a little bit, or it's starting to go a little bit after I got it. So it went from playing the proper speed to just going slow and then not working right. I'll have to open it up and get that repaired as well, especially since it actually has some significance for people that I know. Someday I'll do a video on that. But yeah, a lot of people in South America have offered me big money for that. Here is a Sony mug my old roommate got me. I was using this in the one test intro video I did a few years ago. I just don't know what I want to do for an intro video. I want to keep it short and simple but somehow convey what I'm doing. I did offer someone some money on Fiverr.com at one point, and the amount I paid did kind of reflect what it was, except for they didn't get the name right. So it's like, I'll either try to figure out how to make one that's good myself, which I haven't been happy with what I've made as far as intros, or even outros really that much so far. But yeah, Sony mug. As you can see, we don't have too much space to work with. Plus, there's not too much that would fit in frame. None of the Trinitrons are going to fit in frame here. This is one of my favorite imports. It is a RGB cable for the original PlayStation. It will work on PS2 and PS3. For those that don't know, in Japan they did have RGB based TVs. In North America, we didn't really get consumer RGB TVs. It uses what's known as an RGB21 connector. It has the same kind of layout as SCART as far as a connection, but it uses a different pinout. So everything is kind of ran differently than it would be a SCART cable. The Europeans usually call this JP21 for Japanese 21, but technically it's an RGB 21 cable. I live in Japan, so I'm going to actually use its name. I'm not a European. I don't use PAL nonsense, so. This has not been a video yet, but it should be someday. This is my older brother's original PlayStation back in the 90s. He got a 1001. This is not quite the launch model, but it is the launch model, as in the fact that he got a refurbished one back in the 90s. So, the laser is acting weird. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And I haven't bothered doing the goofy trick where the laser would overheat, like allegedly, or just have issues with lasers in general, so people would flip it upside down and use it. But it works sometimes, sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. It really depends on how demanding the game is loading, I guess. And then I'm working on a video for these for their 5-year anniversary. Hopefully that'll be done by August 6th. Sorry guys, I kind of got a cold and stuff, so if I mess up a little bit, I don't plan to edit this too much. Yeah, and then there's just a few things. Oh, man, like I've looked over so many things. Oh, you can tell the batteries are starting to die. And that. But yeah, I've looked over so many small things, yet not that much. I do want to look over a lot of PS2 stuff. I don't feel quite happy with some of the lighting and my setup, and I don't have the money to get a place dedicated to do any of this stuff, or anybody that let me borrow a place at the moment. I am going to talk to 1 or 2 people, but I want to continue this. I want to keep this going. I've been doing this for probably over 5 years now. We literally lost a Facebook page. I've had people will join and kind of help me a little bit and then leave. It's crazy. I can't believe it's hit this point finally after all these years. But yeah, let me know guys, what do you think? Is there anything that you've seen me post that you want me to do videos on the other social accounts? Anything you want me to continue to do videos on? Any type of thing you want me to focus on? Keep in mind, if it's audio based, I have to have a way to play copyright free stuff on it. That's why I don't really look at turntables, although I will look at 1 or 2 and just probably not have that monetization available. Same with Super Audio CDs at the moment. I don't have any that won't get me a copyright strike. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you're all staying safe. Thank you for helping me finally hit over 1,000 subs. Say hi to Floof also. She's off camera. But one of these days I'll get a good outro. One of these days I'll figure out what I want to say when I'm telling you guys goodbye. Uh, but I guess until then, I want you guys to all stay safe. I want you to take care, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.